Okay, so if you're on this video, you are wondering about Medicare savings programs. So this is going to be quite the video. There's going to be a lot going on. There's a lot of moving parts to this, and I'm going to break it down as best I can to make it as simple as possible. I mean, I could go into every single detail, but I just want to make it simple to understand so that you can take the information and implement it into your own life. So this is something we help as Missouri Medicare advisors. We actually help people, like a lot of people, apply for this on a daily basis. So as Medicare savings as a whole can be very beneficial. So if you're paying that Part B premium, and I'll start with income here. So these are the income levels for it, and this is for 2023. So if you're watching this video in 2024 or 2025, just know it's probably going to go up. We've never seen the income levels go down. We typically see them go up, which is good for you. It means more people qualify. So if you're a single person and your income is below 1,094, you should. Now, there's a resource limit to this, meaning you can't, make less than 1,094 and have $1 million in the bank. It's resources and income, but I believe that's about $8,000. We'll put it in the description below just so you guys have it. But it's about $8,000 of resources or assets. So, again, if you're making less than that on a monthly basis, but you have $1 million in the bank, you're not going to qualify for these programs. So with that income level, a lot of people are paying what's called the Part B premium of Medicare. And in 2023, that's $164.90. That comes out of your Social Security check if you're taking Social Security. If you're not, it's actually billed to you quarterly in a paper check, or you can set up Medicare Quick Pay through Medicare.gov. But what the Medicare Savings Program does, or better known, at least in Missouri, as Mo Healthnet. So you'll get a Mo Healthnet card. This is Missouri Medicaid. They call it Mo Healthnet in Missouri. You'll get what's called QMB or QMB Plus. It's almost the same thing, but with that, it's actually going to cover your Part B premium. So the state, and Medicaid, by the way, is a state program. It is not federal. So Medicare, Social Security, that is all federal. Whereas Mo Healthnet, there's a reason Missouri is in the name. It is actually a state program. And so Medicaid in, say, Arkansas or Kansas or Oklahoma, it's all different. It's actually like Kansas is CanCare. Oklahoma is Sooner Care. They're all state ran, which is why they all have different names, and there's different levels of Medicaid. So I guess you'd say the poorest, if you will. I know that doesn't sound great, but it kind of is what it is. That is QMB and QMB Plus. It's actually going to cover your Part B premium for you, which is fantastic. The state pays for it. You're not going to pay that out of your Social Security or out of your own pocket anymore. It's helping millions of people out. Now, depending on when you're watching this video, there was a huge push for COVID, and Biden administered a big Medicaid, push out. A lot of people got Medicaid. That is getting reeled back a little bit, so a lot of people are going to be losing their QMB because of the COVID extension. So that's going away April 1st of 2023. So if you need help and you're like, hey, I have it now, but I got this letter that I don't have it anymore, reach out to us at Missouri Medicare Advisors. We know exactly what to do, where to take you in the process, and just to make sure that you're protected. Because just so you guys know, if you do have QMB and you got a letter that you're losing it, you could be in for some pretty big out-of-pocket costs. So hopefully that's not happening, but if it is, we can help you along the process. Also, if you ever had any sort of Medicare Part B penalties or D penalties, those are going to be covered for you. You will not have to pay those. And then say you're on Medicare only with a Part D plan, the QMB is actually going to cover your Part D premiums, if any. So a lot of times, it's great. You're not going to pay anything for Part B of Medicare. You're not going to pay anything for Part D of Medicare. It's also something that's not listed here that maybe we'll add or maybe we'll put in the description below. Is this going to cover basically all your copays? On Medicare only, it's an 80-20 coverage, meaning they cover 80, you're liable for 20, or maybe you have a Medicare Advantage plan. Medicaid's going to cover all those copays either on original Medicare or on a Medicare Advantage plan. If you have a Medicare supplement, it's actually illegal to have a Medicare supplement and Mo Healthnet or Medicaid or QMB, whatever you want to call it. So just know that you'll have to transition to Medicare only or switch to an Advantage plan. And honestly, if you're on Medicaid, there's no reason to be paying a premium or to even have a Medicare supplement in the first place because you're protected with the Medicaid. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. One thing I didn't mention is if you are a couple, if you're married, you actually get a little bit higher income because there's going to be two incomes in the household. So that is QMB. Again, if this might be confusing, You may not even know what's going on, but maybe you got a letter in the mail. We can help. Just call us. Our number's in the description below. Our website's in the description below, and we're always here to help. But the next kind of level down with Medicaid is SLMB or SLMB plus, a little bit higher income thresholds because there's not as many benefits to it. So with that, it looks like I didn't even list them, but a lot of times it's going to be partial. It's going to cover some of your Medicare premium. It's going to cover your penalties. It's going to cover your Part D penalties. But one thing it's not going to cover the majority of is your co-pays and your co-insurances on whether it's an Advantage plan or, say just original Medicare. It's not going to cover those co-pays. So in that case, you would either get a Medicare supplement or you would get a Medicare Advantage plan. And a lot of people get that Medicare Advantage plan. So again, the income's a little bit higher, but $1,308 for single, $1,762 for a couple. So more and more people are qualifying for this. This used to be super stringent. It used to be way lower on income. Like you could only make like $700 a month. It's getting more and more broad. More people are qualifying, which is fantastic because you're just saving money and getting cost share protected on your copays. So it's great, and we help people apply for Medicaid, and there's another thing called LIS, which helps with prescription drug coverages. So we'll do a different video, and there's a different video on our profile about low-income subsidy. Just know that if you have Medicaid, you automatically have what's called LIS or low-income subsidy, and what that does is, let's say a prescription is $500 a month. Basically what low-income subsidy does is it'll, as long as you have medication coverage, it'll cap your costs at about $10 per month on that prescription. So a normal person who doesn't have QMB, QMB plus, SLMB, SLMB plus, any of those things, they might pay a larger copay of $47 or $120 for that medication. But because of the low-income subsidy, or the extra help is what it's called a lot of times, you will actually pay no more than about $10.35 for that medication, depending on your level and where you fall here. So I hope this makes sense. There's also, if you have this level, or this level, and sometimes even this level of Medicaid, you can get what's called a dual special needs plan. So right now, if you're only on Medicare and Medicaid and you have no Advantage plan, there are specific dual special needs plans that are fantastic. It doesn't mess anything up. You still have no copays. You still can basically get a lot of stuff covered at no cost, basically everything covered at no cost, even your medications. But what happens is you get all these benefits. And this is through a private insurance company. Say, I'm not going to name any names for the sake of the video, but you can get things like a $200 a month food card that you can go use at Walmart. You could get $5,000 of dental coverage, sometimes more than that. You could get like $700 of vision coverage. You could get basically a card every month that has $300 of over-the-counter credit. And so these are all benefits that they don't cost you anything. Basically, the money is coming from a lot of the state and federal programs, but they are fantastic. I can't go into the details in this video, but hopefully this is a good overview of Medicare savings programs. At the time of this video, it's like February 16th of 2023 here in Missouri. April 1st of 2023, there's going to be a lot of rollbacks when it comes to Medicaid. And so I hope this video finds you. I hope this video helps you. If it's not getting you the answers you're looking for, go ahead and reach out to us. It's in the description below. You can find our website. Our phone number is 417-633-7200. We can just give you clarity. This is an overwhelming, a lot of people get anxiety about all of this stuff. We can make it super simple. We can make it plain as day, and we can help you just find a solution to your health care. So again, a lot of stuff going on with Medicaid. I hope this helps. I hope this helps. I hope it brings a solution. And I just hope that you can use it and make your life better.